Good morning, everybody. Well, good morning if you're in Australia and it's very early. But I just thought I would update you on what is happening in Vendée. And who better to update us on what is happening than our sailor girl who is on the ground, and so fantastic to have her and to be introducing her to you. This is the first time she's done a cross for us, so let's be patient, but let's check out what's going on in Vendée. Kass, how are you? Are you well?
Yeah, yeah, bonsoir. Tout va bien?
Bonsoir.
Everything's great. Um,
Fantastic. What time
it's
is it there?
the night.
Yeah.
It's just gone 6, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just get myself into the frame.
Mm.
Um, yeah, it's just gone dark. The sun has just set, and it is foggy. So just like at the start, we had
Yeah.
some unexpected fog. Here we are at the finish, and same thing.
Far
But
out.
I'm on the one of the two press boats. We're about to head out to the finish area.
Mm-hmm.
So we will be motoring down the famous canal, and it'll be interesting to see if anybody's out yet. Um, they have just announced in the last couple of days that despite the lockdown here, they're allowing 300 local people to come out and cheer along the side of the canal.
Awesome.
So it will be a little, and they're going to do some sort of a light show. So it will be a little bit more lively than when the skippers went out. So that's really nice.
Yeah, I notice you're wearing a mask. It must be so different now to, in years past when you've been at the finish.
Yes, well, this is my first time at a finish. I've been to a
Yeah.
couple of starts now, but yeah, I can only imagine it's quite different to last time. In France, we're in a fairly we have a curfew now, so
Mm-hmm.
everybody is meant to be home at this point unless they have legitimate business.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, you have to wear masks everywhere. And everybody that's been allowed into the press village for this finish will have had a negative COVID test within the past 3 days, I think.
Yeah.
So that's it. Does feel weird to be around lots of people suddenly after having been locked away, but I think they're taking it the sanitation very seriously and trying to be safe.
Oh, for sure. And there's a beautiful sunset behind you, Cass, that we can see forming. So maybe you should have a little bit of a look at that and not miss it. But I have people saying
Well, it's
evening from the UK, South Africa. Lots of people saying great to see you, Cass. They know you. It's
so
awesome.
so that sunset is actually the media,
Oh, you're
basically.
kidding.
The Yeah, it's all the lights from the TV3 in France, national network. Yeah, so all those lights are being lit up for the pontoon where the boat will arrive, and then well, actually the boat won't arrive. The situation here is that the tide is going out,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just become too shallow for an Amoca to come in the channel. So what will happen is the winner, well, Charlie Dallon's team will board the boat, and then he'll be taking off on a rib, and
Okay.
he'll come ashore and give a press conference, have a hero's welcome, and then give a press conference. So we'll see the finish, and then we'll rush back so that we can go to the press conference
Yeah.
as well.
Wow. Look at all the media behind you. There's so many. There's so many cameras and whatnot. It looks like so much interest. I mean, just how different is it to the start?
Uh, it feels a bit more subdued, actually. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm hearing we're in a marina, and I'm hearing that, one or two air horns going off of, some people have kind of snuck onto their boats for the night. I'm kicking myself. I had considered bringing my boat down here for the winter so that I'd have a nice place to go sleep in between the finishes, but that wasn't to be. So looks like it'll be in my car.
Oh no. Are
Or
you?
maybe I'll go home.
Uh,
I'm living just half an hour down the road now, so
awesome.
it wouldn't I can nip home if I have to.
A die hard. I love it. Now, you've been in Vendée for a little while. Now I need you to tell everybody about your Christmas tree.
It's not a Christmas tree.
I know it's not a Christmas tree.
It's a classement tree. So the theme for my Christmas tree this year was the Vendée Globe ranking, and so I managed to find these Christmas tree baubles that are like little bubbles, and I put a photo of the skipper and his or her boat in each bubble, and then I've been rearranging them. Maybe not for every update, but at least daily. I go and I rearrange all the order of the baubles on my tree.
So good.
Yeah, that's been good fun.
I love it. So you've got lots of people saying hello, by the way. Nigel says hello.
Excellent.
Yep, Nigel says hello.
Hi, Nigel.
Murray says hello. Switzerland, US, South Africa, cold Scotland, and watching. So everyone's very excited about the race because the person who crosses the line first may not actually be the winner. Do you want to explain that?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's so incredibly close, and there are 3 boats currently that have had redress given for having taken time out of their racing to assist in the location and rescue of Kevin Escoffier and PRB. So the boats will finish, and then some of the finish times will be adjusted, and those would be on Metracark. Yannick Besteven will get 10.25, so 10 hours, 15 minutes.
Yes.
Boris Herman is getting 6 hours, 15 minutes. And Jean Lecam, 16 hours.
16 hours, yeah.
15 minutes?
Yeah.
Just 16 hours. So it's
and the
not
15
looking
minutes,
like...
The 15 minutes could make a big difference. It's amazing.
I know. Who would have ever thought? Who would have thought?
Oh, incredible.
Oh. So it's nerve-wracking, and I mean Charlie Dallon is looking pretty good, but I think last I looked there was a chance that Herman could nip him to the top spot, which I'm torn. I mean, I like them both. I think it would be brilliant for the race if we finally had a non-French winner, but I have to say it would be quite hard for Charlie because he's worked really hard and he's sailed a near perfect race. So that would be tough.
I feel like in these situations, you can't wish for somebody to lose. You're just wishing for people to win, and they've got to sort the rest. They've got to sort the rest out on the racetrack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the tracker for you, Kass, because I know you're live and you're a bit busy. So Charlie Darlin, as we checked just before you went live, is only 40 nautical miles away. So you've probably only got 2 hours until it's going to get hectic, or less.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish there was a pizza stand on this boat, but... Yeah, that's the other thing is, before the start because they'd had the village planned for the public, and many of the sponsors are in the food industry, there was, no lack of concessions. Whatever you wanted to eat, there was a sponsor that could feed it to you. But then they had to close the race village to the public. Some of the food stayed around, but now today I've not seen anything, not a bite of food around. So it's going to get quite hungry for a lot of people who weren't. I did pack a lunch, but we left it at home.
I wish I could send. Usually in this situation, what I would do, Kass, is give a shout out to my adventurers and say, anybody in the area, please take Kass some food. But it's not that easy. It's a bit hard to get in.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And you get stopped by the police. So on our way to the start, we were stopped at a roadblock. But because we had our press accreditation, and you had to at that point you had to fill out this document every time you left the house, basically saying why you were going out. So luckily we'd done that. And if when I go home tonight, I'll have to fill out a document in case I get stopped by the police. So, it adds a little extra excitement. That's for sure.
Everyone needs the threat of being pulled over by a cop whilst being hangry. That's great. Oh, awesome. Well, I know
And in
that.
a language and a foreign language that you don't know. That's the other thing.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you all the best, and we're very grateful that you're
Thank you.
there and on the ground for us. I know there's so many people giving shout outs. Mr. G says if you were closer, you'd have great coffee at least. He's a big supporter of ours. With the time allowances, this is going to be an even classicer finish, if that's a word. And
Yeah.
Gavin Muller says,
Yeah.
really tough to know how to feel about the winner of this year's race with the redress hovering
Yeah.
over the finish times, which is so accurate, I think. So, yeah, but thank you from all of us for being there and
It's a pleasure.
for keeping us updated, guys. If you want to watch our feed, you can see so much more there from Kass. She's already been sending pictures through, which is great. And you can follow her on Instagram at Sailing with Zest, or on Twitter at Kass Schmidt, or on her website at sailingwithzest.me. But I'll make sure I put those links up in the caption of this video, and we're looking forward to getting more updates from you, Miss.
Excellent. Oh, there's a boat going out now. A big
Oh.
catamaran is just heading out. And
Exciting.
already, I'll see if I turn around.
Yeah.
A bunch of team ribs have headed out already. And there's
Amazing.
more to come. So it looks like we'll be on the move any minute. But I will join you again when we're out on station by the finish, I think.
That sounds like a plan.
That's good.
Thank you so much, Kass.
Okay.
Thanks from everybody, and we'll see her very soon. Awesome to have her joining us direct from Vendée. My name is Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl. Great to have you here with us. We'll be back very soon. Stay tuned. Looks freezing.